They say the best time to buy a house was 10 years ago, and the second best time to buy is today. But is that true? Who's actually making these statements? I don't know. Let's look at some facts because if you have ever talked with me about buying or selling real estate, one of my very common sayings is let's make some decisions based on facts and not feelings. So I try to be as data driven as possible. So when I think about what areas have appreciated the most, I don't know. I could answer that based on demand. When people call us and they say they want to live in West Des Moines or Waukee, or they maybe are wanting Waukee schools or anything that's not Des Moines public schools. I would guess that Ankeny probably has good appreciation. I would guess that Beaverdale and the west side of Des Moines have good appreciation. And that's just based on people calling me and saying, hey, I want to live in these areas. But those are guesses, not facts. So, what if we look at the actual data? What is that telling us? So, I don't have my contacts in, so we're going to get a little glare on my glasses. But here's what I know. I suggested the west side first. West Des Moines has had 32% appreciation in the last 5 years. Oh, no one from CNN or any MSNBC, any of those news channels, no one is going to be calling me, asking me to be a guest expert on real estate statistics because listen to what I'm basing these numbers off of. So I looked at homes that have sold, they have closed in the year 2022. So it's the day I'm recording this is February 28th. So January 1st through February 28th of 2022, that's barely 2 months of closings. And I say barely 2 months because February is a short month and because closings for the last few days may not actually be updated yet. Like it just takes a few days to get those done. If I look at the first 2 months of 2022 compared to the first 2 months of 5 years ago, let's see what the deal was then. And so 5 years ago was 2017, which was a really good market. If I looked back to 10 years ago, well, we were just recovering from a recession. So of course, there's going to be massive growth and appreciation from that. And so I kind of wanted to make it closer to an apples to apples comparison, even though it's still apples to oranges because it's 5 years apart and the markets are drastically different. But when I look at closings in January and February of 2022 versus 2017, just a very small snapshot. I looked at all properties, so all residential, townhomes, single family homes from the highest price to the lowest price. You know, they have some have basements, some don't. You know, I took out absolutely nothing else. And I looked at them based on the MLS area that they were in. Glasses back on. Okay, we said the west side. So West Des Moines has appreciated by 32%. So that's good. Waukee, 34%. Congratulations to them. Clive is sort of a forgotten suburb where when you're driving through it, you might just think you're in West Des Moines. Clive has only had 13% appreciation. Isn't that interesting? Urbandale, on the other hand, has appreciated at 40%. Johnston, 39%, all very good numbers. Ankeny, I thought Ankeny would be up there, 29% appreciation. Altoona, a suburb on the east side of Des Moines, 33% appreciation. Not bad. Then let's see. Oh, Grimes, only 23% appreciation. So how about Des Moines? Let's see how Des Moines proper is appreciating over the last 5 years based on their MLS area. So Beaverdale, I suggested, was one of the areas that I thought would have good appreciation. And that is in the Des Moines Northwest MLS area. So Des Moines Northwest would include Beaverdale, Saylorville, Saylor Township, a couple of other townships that are up there that probably go to Saydell schools. It includes more up and coming areas like off of MLK. So it's a pretty good mix. Des Moines Northwest appreciating at 45%. Congratulations. And then Des Moines West, which would be not Northwest, but west of downtown. And that would be like your south of Grand. I think Waveland is included in Des Moines West. You also have a few of those transitional neighborhoods that are more up and coming. So they are not selling at south of Grand prices, but they're selling at their prices. Anyway, Des Moines West, 58%. Wowee. Maybe that has something to do with being in the Roosevelt School District. I don't know. Everybody seems to really want to have Roosevelt over any other Des Moines public school. And that's based on just what comes up. That is not based on fact. That is based on feelings, because I feel like people ask for that school more than any other school. But again, not a data-driven result with that statement. Okay, so then you have the south side coming in at 42% for the southwest side of Des Moines, and the southeast side, so like Easter Lake is on the southeast side, 46% appreciation. That's really good there. And then the most surprising results were that and maybe I should have expected this. I don't know. Like I said, no one's going to be inviting me on their TV show to talk statistics, but I was so surprised that the northeast side of Des Moines, so Oak Park, Highland Park, that came in at 59% appreciation. But then the east side, Des Moines East, 158% appreciation. What? That's incredible. You know, I shared these statistics with my team. So all afternoon, I've been working on putting this data together to make this video, and like, oh my gosh, can you believe this? Can you believe that? And of course, we can't believe it. 158% appreciation. That's crazy. So Terry, our assistant, said, well, how do we know that that's correct? Is there, what were the houses that had sold? And like I said, it's a 2-month snapshot comparing it in 2017 to 2022. And I didn't look through the numbers. I didn't look to see what the deal was, because you know what? The east side, you used to be able to buy really cheap houses there, but it's one of the last areas in Des Moines to still have affordable housing. And there's also a lot of really cute neighborhoods over there. So I feel like the east side kind of gets a bad rep, when the reality is it has a lot of good options and incredible appreciation over the last 5 years. And I feel like I should have expected that, because of, knowing that it's still one of the last affordable areas in town, as prices have obviously increased a significant amount in the last year and the last 5 years. And I'm sure even more if we were to go back and look at today's prices over 10 years ago. If you are thinking about buying a house, the best time to buy is 10 years ago or 5 years ago. The best time to buy is in the past. And the second best time to buy is today. And so if you're wondering, if I bought a house today when the market is pretty high, I wonder what my appreciation would be in 5 years. Well, I don't know. I wish I had a crystal ball. It's in the shop. Not very good at fortune telling, but I can tell you that 5 years is actually not a very long period of time to have significant appreciation. The last 5 years have been kind of special throughout history. So I wouldn't necessarily expect 158% appreciation in the next 5 years. Although now that I've said that, who knows, maybe it will appreciate 250%. And that would be great for homeowners, not so great for home buyers, because, affordable housing is kind of becoming a challenge in today's market. Regardless, if you are thinking about making a move and you're not sure if the time is right for you, let me know. You can chat with me, one of the experts on my team, and we'll figure out if now is the right time, or maybe it's not the right time. And, maybe 10 years ago was the right time, but we'll figure it out and help you create a strategy that works best for you. That's it. That is some fun facts on appreciation in the last 5 years in the Des Moines market. How about that?